So one great thing about a 401k retirement savings plan is that your assets are often portable when you leave a job. But what should you do with them? A rollover to an IRA, which is an individual retirement account, is one way to go, but you should consider your options before deciding what to do. My guest is Gaines DuVall with DuVall Financial Group in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Gaines, I guess the obvious question to start would be, should you move the money or just keep it in the plan?
Yeah, that's a great question we get asked all the time, and I just want to answer it like this. You no longer work at that company. They have no interest in you, you have no interest in them. Leaving your 401k there leaves your money at a place that you no longer have any relation with. We highly recommend that you move it over into something that you can have a little more control over.
Dumb question, Gaines, but talk about why it's not a great idea to just take a cash distribution.
Yeah, that's a great question. We get asked all the time, especially when people are having financial hardships, and I understand that sometimes it may be necessary for somebody to do that. But generally speaking, if you take a cash distribution from your 401k after you leave that employer, depending on your age, you are going to pay ordinary income tax, whatever ordinary income tax rates are at that time, on all of the money, because that money has never ever been taxed. And if you're not 59 and a half, you're going to have an additional 10% tax on top of that. So a $100,000 401k that you decide to take a cash distribution on, depending on your tax level, could end up only being about $60,000.
Now, if you start a new job, can you roll it over to the new 401k?
Yeah, also a great question. Most 401k administrators will allow you to take an old 401k and roll it into where you now work. The problem with that is, again, you lack control over your investment strategy. Sure, they're going to have a slew of different things that you can pick from, that you can invest your money in, but you don't get to make those decisions on what investments are available to you. We like our clients to have more control over their plans.
If we decide to use an IRA, should it be traditional or a Roth IRA?
Yeah, so most 401k plans out there, or most 401ks that we find from a previous employer, are traditional 401ks, and so those need to be rolled over into an IRA, which just means that the IRS is going to look at it exactly the same. That money has never been taxed, and then when you go to pull the money out, it's going to be taxable at ordinary income, and if you happen to do it before 59 and a half, there's an additional 10% tax penalty. Now, what we are seeing more and more as we move forward is a lot of employers have a Roth 401k option inside of that plan. So if you have been contributing to the Roth 401k where you work, when you leave that company, you would roll that 401k, that Roth 401k, into a standalone Roth IRA that you're now in control of.
That's Gaines DuVall in Scottsdale, Arizona. You're watching Retirement News Online.